You get stale.
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
You forget about things like stale.
Popcorn.
Popcorn, stale popcorn.
Popcorn.
Pop, 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 pop.
This is the
Stale popcorn.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Stale Popcorn Podcast. I'm Steven, and with me as always is my co-host, Christopher. Chris, how are you?
I'm okay, Steve. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very good, Chris. Thank you for asking. We got quite the show for folks. We're going to be talking about stuff and things in that order. You can take a jaunt, skip around at different topics. But Chris, I got an anecdote, if you'll indulge me. So, fun story. I have been inundated with Asian ads.
Wonder why.
Last week we talked about the Karate Kid legends.
Mm.
And in that video, I did an impeccable, flawless Japanese speech.
Give us another one. Let's hear it.
Asian speech, I should say. Oh, you want to hear my Asian?
Yes.
That's as Asian as I get there.
That's pretty Asian.
Well, thank you. Arigato. Back on topic.
Ohio.
Mhm.
Shushin Days.
Oh!
Obrigado. Oh.
Channeling my Shogun guy. Moral of the story, and by moral I mean point of the story, is I think I spoke such good Asian that I kept getting Asian ads on my YouTube and Instagram for like these random things for like Japanese car fresheners and pudding and all this stuff, and it creeped me out, Chris, you know? PSA to everyone, the internet's creeping when you're sleeping, they're snooping when you're pooping.
Yep.
Yeah, look out for that, I guess. Yeah, you got news for me, buddy?
Clint Eastwood says he's directing a new film and already is in pre-production. He turns, do you want to guess how old?
Oh, geez, like 96?
95.
Wow.
Quote, there are directors who lose their touch at a certain age, but I'm not one of them.
Mm.
What was the last movie? You remember Juror number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
It was good, yeah.
Stranger Things. You all caught up to this, Steve?
I am. I've been watching a lot of Pretty Much It commentaries on that, which is more enjoyable than the actual show, in my opinion.
Yeah, they finally got that release date. It's been like, what, 4 or 5 years since the last season?
I had to look it up. It started 10 years ago, Christopher.
But the new season
Yeah.
comes out. They're splitting it up into volumes.
Ah, jeez.
So they got volume 1, November 26th, volume 2, December 25th, volume 3, December 31st.
I'm doing the milking motion.
Mhm.
Milking a cow. That could be perceived in one of different ways, but
It's such an odd...
yeah,
'cause
why
it's
do
like
that?
Either do week by week, but then it's like they do a month in between, and then the last two come out a week within each other.
I don't think there's any show that has successfully pulled that kind of scheduling off.
Yeah.
So this might be the first because there's so much hype for it, but I'm like, we've waited like
Yeah,
3
too
years
far,
already.
man.
Give me a break. Glenn's Corner, where I'm sitting in the corner looking at nothing but a picture of Glenn.
A bidding war is happening for Texas Chainsaw Massacre rights. Creatives and studios involved. Jordan Peele, Monkey Paw.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Sheridan, Paramount. Osgood Perkins, Neon.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn Powell, A24. And
Ooh.
Netflix.
Wow. That's pretty cool, actually. By virtue of the name alone, it's got to go to our boy Glenn,
I
right?
know. You know, there's one Chainsaw Massacre,
Mm-hmm.
and then another one's going to pop out of nowhere and he's going to say, twins!
Twins, we got twins! Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
That's all I got for news. You got any news, Steve?
I'm flush out of news for you, but what I do have is a question.
Sure.
And that question is, what you been watching?
I seen an Australian flick.
Ooh.
Could be New Zealand. Who knows? We're talking 3 words. Bring her back.
Bring her back?
Back.
Back.
Must have been a Freudian, but
Oh, okay. Is this an A24 as
it
well?
sure is.
Okay, I think I've seen a poster for it. Yeah.
But they did
Talk to me.
Talk to Me
Oh,
a
okay,
couple
cool.
years back. So this is their second.
Mm.
And it's a horror flick. I won't go too much in the details of the plot because it kind of spoils, but there's someone they're trying to bring her back. It's got Sally Hawkins. You know her.
No.
She's
Oh, she's.
Shape of Water,
Oh, okay, okay.
Paddington.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the whole time I'm like, I recognize her from, I think, Shape of Water. Let me double check. And I was like, I think it is the person from Paddington. And so I went on YouTube and I just looked up Paddington. And it's the scene where they're at the train station. They first meet him. The top comment on that video, I love Sally Hawkins. She brings such a wonderful warmth to every role she plays. This is from 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I hate to break it to you, Sammy Sullivan, 1744, but she does not bring much warmth in this film. I will say that.
Mm,
It's a spooky, it's more of like a Hereditary kind of
okay.
vibe, which I think we watched that together, did we not, years back?
Indubitably, yes.
I remember after watching that just being scared to the bones. I was hugging Teddy. I couldn't sleep. I thought I was going to die. The demon was going to take me.
That was
And
me
just-
at night staring over you doing your slump.
Yeah,
Sorry
that was-
about that.
But this one, similar, but afterwards I was like, hey, that was kind of fun, a little spooky. I don't know if that says more about me or the movie's difference here, but I thought it was pretty good.
Hmm.
I'm going to say good. I liked it.
Okay, okay. If I may be so bold, Christopher,
Sure.
we talk a lot about nuts on this show,
Mhm,
and
sure.
I'll say I think you're a horror nut.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, every
don't
week
really
coming
like 'em.
after. If you don't like
I
them,
watch them.
you really watch a lot for someone who doesn't watch them.
This is the best horror of the year.
Oh, you said that about last horror movie. I think Bloodlines was the last one you said that about.
Yeah, it's better than that.
Okay. Okay.
I liked it. It's probably my favorite horror since Talk to Me.
Since
It's-
Talk to Me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bring her back. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's the
there's
last one.
two different.
All right. All right.
They got a thing. You got to do 3 words for their
Mm.
movies. I wonder what their next one's gonna be.
Come at me with a U.
It's a little disturbing because it's about the supernatural. You got possessions and demons and
Mm.
bringing her back, which normally I'm not into those. I like a more realistic, like a burglar or an intruder or something like those. Those are the ones that get me more excited because
Mhm.
something more likely to happen than
Yeah.
cousin Timmy getting possessed down the well.
Listen, as someone who has had a Timmy cousin possession in my life, I'll tell you what, it happens more often than you think.
Well, it's something to think about,
Something
I
to
guess.
think, yeah.
I don't know if you'll like it. There's a few a little gory, a little cringe.
Mm.
But overall, I liked it. And so far, they're 2 for 2 in my book. The wife saw it. She liked it. She might even see it twice, she says.
Very good.
And then I seen another. I seen Twisters 3 Tornado.
Wait, what?
You heard of this film?
Chris,
Tornado.
is this your pitch for fan fiction with
Yeah,
Glenn
yeah.
Powell and Daisy Edgar
Yes,
Jones?
that's his next.
They have to make a second one to that one first, Christopher.
Well, they made Twisters.
Mm-hmm. So I guess this
Tornado,
would be the
that's
third
next.
one, yeah.
We're talking 1700s. The plot is there's this Asian father-daughter. Her name's Tornado. Something happens and she's on the run from these evil white folk. Basically, it's a chase thing. I'd say this movie might have a record for like, oh, hey, I recognize that person. He's from, but like you have no idea what the actor is.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Roth is the one you could name, but then it's got the Hound from Game of Thrones. It's got the pilot from Dunkirk. The
Tom
it's got-
Hardy? I'm just
the
kidding.
other one.
Oh,
It's got that one bald, sickly looking guy from Game of Thrones that steals her dragons. You remember him?
oh yeah, yeah. I know exactly who he is.
Yeah, that it's
Stuff
got
of nightmares.
yes, it's got the villain from Shogun.
Oh,
Not that guy, but
oh.
good enough. Yeah. So it's got a lot of those people, but it's a good, interesting flick. It's she's basically getting chased after these people because they think she's got something of theirs, and they're ruthless.
Mm.
It's the wild, wild west out there.
Will Smith comes and does a cameo. Is that what you're telling
He
me?
sure does. Yes.
Ooh.
It's a low budget. Overall, I liked it. A nice change of pace. It starts off, gets right in the action, and then it cuts back, which a lot of times it doesn't work for me, but for this movie, it worked.
Mm.
I think I quite liked it. Like I said, good. I liked it.
Okay.
How about you, Steve? You see any flicks?
No flicks, but I did finish a television program,
Ooh.
one that I'm excited to talk to you about.
Mm-hmm.
The Rehearsal.
Oh,
Season
both
2
Cs?
specifically. No,
Wow.
just season 2. I've seen some of season 1, but season 2 has grabbed me more, you know. You've seen both, right?
Yes, sir.
Which one's better then?
Season 2 is better.
That's the consensus I'm feeling.
Season 1, the first episode is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go off on the other thing, and it wasn't that exciting to me after that. But season 2, every episode, it grips you.
Mm-hmm. So for those who have never heard of The Rehearsal or Nathan Fielder, it's a unique kind of comedy, almost a dry humor, slow, but highly recommended. I loved this season so much. My wife and I just had a blast watching it. So I found a headline from Entertainment Weekly, and if this sounds interesting to you at all, then you should check this out. The headline is Nathan Fielder pilots full Boeing 737 plane after exploiting license loophole and dodging autism diagnosis. So if that sounds interesting, then you should watch this show. It's so complicated. I guess the main point of it is he was trying to see if there's a way to better communicate between pilot and his co-pilot to prevent accidents happening on commercial airlines. That's kind of the gist, right?
Yeah.
Premise of the show is he goes through these elaborate rehearsals, for lack of a better term, to get in people's minds of how they think in certain situations. And it's just ripe for natural reality TV / mockumentary comedy. And it's fantastic, Christopher. I loved it so much. It was so funny. There's so many moments where you watch Nathan Fielder and he's a fascinating specimen in and of himself. You don't know if he's playing a character or is this himself. And I did some research. I was just kind of curious as to the internet's vibe on him. And I found a video from Super Eye Patch Wolf. And the video is just called What is Nathan Fielder? And it's an hour long of just like his exploits and kind of all of it about. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. But this season was just chock full of random, socially awkward moments that you either get or you don't. And it's really fun watch, is what I got to say. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you should watch Nathan For You first. Because I could see, like, if you don't know anything about him and you're just watching this as like your first time,
yeah,
I'm just uncomfortable versus like, oh, yeah, we get it. You know, it's funny. We understand kind of what his thing is. I liked it a lot better than season 1. This one, it seemed more comedy. I mean, the best episode was the one where he goes through his childhood again and
oh gosh, yeah,
in the big room, gets the milk, and right after that episode, you see all these random clips on Instagram of like, what is this show?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh man, it's just so good to get into the mind of Sully Sullenberger. He recreates his key moments of his life. Yeah. And that includes dressing up as a baby, but having giant people on stilts act like his mother. So random, so uncomfortable, but so hilarious at the same time. So, yeah, brilliant. Some of the most unique kind of comedy. And that actually leads up to my next point where I saw, I think we talked about this a few weeks ago, where he's actually interviewing Elizabeth Holmes for maybe a Rehearsal season 3. If that's true, then I'm all in. If he even touches that kind of world, I would be all in to see what he does next, because he's just such a troll online. Like, he went to CNN. I don't know if you saw that interview.
I saw that.
Hilarious. Fantastic.
They're stupid.
Yeah. Oh, man. He calls out CNN just for being morons, basically, without calling them morons. It's great. Highly recommend it. It was good, and I liked it. So
yeah, good. I liked it. Should we get into the film here, Steve?
yes, let's dive in. Bloody gun full,
Yeah,
gun
toes
food, 10
pointed
toes.
down.
Yes. The title of this movie is actually called From the World of John Wick, Ballerina.
Not just to make sure.
Yeah. Not Ballerina. It's called that full thing.
From the world.
From the World of John Wick, Ballerina. Awful name. Just call it Ballerina. Because I got to type out on the YouTube thumbnail, it'll say From the World John Wick Ballerina Review.
You
This
better
here
say
Popcorn
that.
Podcast.
Don't skip out on it.
So what we'll do is we'll go over some basic plot details, give us our ratings, no spoilers here, and then we'll tell you when we spoil sections and then go from there. But Christopher, you ever hear of John Wick?
I have once or thrice.
Well, this is from the same world of John Wick.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Hey, I thought you said no spoilers.
Oh gosh, dang it. Okay, so we got bloody Ana de Armas. Her name is Eve Macaro, and after what would you call it, a childhood tragedy? If you recall from the world of John Wick, there's a Russian ballerina dance instructor / babushka lady.
Angelica Houston.
That's not it.
Is that not her?
Look up a picture of Angelica Houston for
Is
me.
that not her?
Is that Angelica Houston? Oh, goodness.
Yes.
Oh, egg on my face. I am so sorry, Chris. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Anyway.
Houston, you have a problem.
I do have several. Anyway, so the same school that John Wick went to, Ana de Armas, is here. After the tragedy, she is taken in by these Russian folk. They teach ballerinas and they teach them how to fight real good, do good things, become assassins, and so forth.
What's with these Russian assassin women?
Is this a Seinfeld setup? What's the deal with Russian assassin women?
Yeah. What's their Black Widow program?
Yeah. Oh, true. I guess it's a trope. Yeah. This story is about her upbringing, her training, and the story. Her main story is she seeks revenge and vengeance. That's all without spoiling, I guess.
John Wick may or may not show up because it's in his world.
It's from the world of John Wick. What'd you think of it?
I mean, this is my kind of flick, Steve. I enjoy it.
Mhm.
It's not as good as any of the Johns. It's not on that tier.
Okay.
It's good. I liked it.
Okay.
Good action, jolly good fun. It is a little bit long, a little over 2 hours. No
I think it's
need.
205, maybe?
Yeah, well, that's
Sure.
a little over. And action in the beginning. And then there's probably a good 30, 40 minutes with no actual good action. It's in the universe of John Wick. I thought it was like a law of the land. You have to get in a fight every 5 minutes.
Yep. That's one of the commandments.
But how about you, Steve?
Thoroughly enjoyed this one. 10 toes in. It's good. I liked it. For this one time, I could give a different rating. It's great. I loved it. You said it's not as good as the John Wicks. You got all 4 John Wicks right there S tier, right? We've
Yes.
established that.
Sure.
Call me bold. I will nestle it right up there with them.
You're nestling it?
Nestling it.
Are you putting it in a crevasse between two? Or are you pushing it on ahead? Or is it human
Maybe-
centipede in the rear? What are we talking here?
Maybe I just came out of the closet recently by
Uh-huh.
call me crazy, call me a bloody Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen. It's not as good as 1, not as good as 2. I would watch
Sure.
this again before I watch 3.
No.
That's me.
Have you seen 3
I have.
recently?
No, again, maybe it's because I'm recently by.
Have you seen it since you saw it the first time?
I've seen it once, like maybe 5 years ago with the wife. S tier movies across the board. And all I'm saying is maybe it's because we've just been fed dog water these last few years when it comes to action. And this, I don't know, man, it just resonated with me. And maybe
Yes.
again because I saw it for free for a preview screening that helped too, you know.
I kind of had a bad experience, so maybe that's
Aw.
kind of tainted me.
Aww.
Do you want to hear about it, Steve? Do
If you
want
can
me to
keep it
just-
under a minute, yeah.
Well, I think we're talking maybe a minute 30 here, but
All right, you're on the clock, pal.
I get to the theater nice and on time. I look on the kiosk. I get a seat. Hey, no one's next to me here. Sit down. My seat's D6. I'm sitting there watching the trailers, having a jolly good time. This grandma and a handful of her grandkids, I assume, they're like teenagers. They walk in and normally, if you're in someone's seat or if someone thinks you're in your seat, how do you normally approach them about it?
I just sit right on top of him.
Yeah. If you don't do that, normally it's like, hey, what's your ticket? I think mine says D7, whatever. But she's just like, my tickets say D7 to D12. And I'm like, cool. I'm in D6. It's like, no. That's D7. And this is just when the movie has started.
Mm.
And I'm like, it's a grandma. And it says D6 on the right side. But on the left handle, it says D7. And, give her a break because it can be confusing, but I wanted to be like, lady, do you not know who I am? I'm a Regal Unlimited member.
Do you know who my father is?
Yeah, I'm a member of the Crown Club for Regal here. Okay, I do. I got the Stale Popcorn podcast. You can't question me on how seating works in a theater.
Yeah.
There was 3 open seats to my right, so I just move over. And I was like, well, there's 3. I don't want to sit right next to someone. So I sat in the middle of the 3 so I could get my space.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a little mad. I was right. You know what it's like?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in the right.
When the lights
But-
come up, you point at me like, well.
10 minutes in the movie, a couple walks in. I could see, I know what was going on because they're staring at me and they're looking at their tickets. I'm like, oh, sorry, I'll just move left one. And they're like, oh, my ticket says D4 and 5. Again, the movie's going, so I'm like, I'm D6. They won't move,
Yeah.
And they're kind of mad about it, but then they sit down and then the it's like a husband and wife. The wife does the passive aggressive kind of where it's
Do something.
yeah. Well, she's talking loud enough on purpose so that I can hear it, but she's not saying it like directly to me. Like,
Yeah.
if this guy is in the wrong seat.
You stand up and you're like, we're living in a society.
Yeah. So I've had to move twice now.
Hmm.
And then we're getting another 20 minutes go by. Some guy shows up and he's like, my thing says D3. And they're like, well, I'm supposed to be D4 and D5. And this guy over here, he's not in his seat. It's like some teenager next to me, like, hey, we need to move down one because that's my seat. And everyone. And the kid just like looks at me like a cow looks at an oncoming train. Just like staring. I'm like, can you? And like, everyone, it's like a big old scene here.
I'm just trying to watch the movie.
I guess I'll just get up and go to the other side of the group because I know that seat's open. And then I have to do the walk of shame in front of everyone. And this is the third time I moved and I sat in the seat. And originally I bought the ticket and I had it right in the middle. And now I'm sitting all the far left and everyone in the theater is like, look at this guy. It's his third time. This kid, he snuck in here, something. The big group, they think they're in the right. The couple thinks they're everyone else. And I'm like, you're all idiots.
You're all
Idiots,
wrong.
of you. You're all wrong. It's me. I'm the only one right here.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
And I sit down there, and so yeah, I'm like seeing red at this point. And I sit by the grandma, and she does one of those, and I'm like, listen, lady. I'm like, that clip of the guy that's like, get out of my car now.
Come on, yeah.
Get
Yeah.
out. That's like how I felt. And I'm like, I was so mad. By the time I like cooled off, it was like an hour had gone through the movie. And then I just start hearing this like little ticking noise or something. And the freaking guy on my left is clipping his nails. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's not like being
Goodness.
quick. It was like a good 10 minutes. I could just hear him clicking
Wow.
nails. And I'm like, and then I start getting a headache because I've been on medication lately. I had the jaw pain. So I'm popping that ibuprofen, that Tylenol every few hours. And I came prepared. I put a couple in a Ziploc bag, put it in the pocket, brought it to the theater just in case, because I knew it was probably going to happen. And I feel it coming. So I'm like, all right, let me take it. I feel my pockets. It ain't there.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, it must have fell out in one of these seats, but there's like 4 options and I can't do it. And then so I sit there with the headache and my face hurting and watch the movie. So maybe that's why I'm a little mad.
It's totally understandable. You come at me with these just grief-stricken stories, Chris, and I feel for you.
I know.
I would go sit on the stairs if I was you and just like get out of there.
Good movie. I liked it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. What a way to tell us you liked it, Chris. Thank you for that. Compelling and engaging story, let me tell you. I don't even know where we're at. Should we just
spoil?
Yeah, okay. Go see it. I say go see it in theaters. Maybe one of these days, Chris, you and I can watch it together, do a commentary track or something so you can relive it with a more positive environment around. How's that sound?
True. I like that. Let us know if you're into them commentaries.
Yeah, we've been thinking about doing some. Let us know if you would be interested in that. Let's go into some cons and then finish on some high notes. But Chris, I have the perfect counter argument to any con that you have. So I want you to come at me full force and I will I will shield it as you would, as Captain America uses his shield.
I wish there was more Norman Reedus. I was like, this is kind of fun. He's in it for like 5 to 8 minutes and they're fighting it, but he gets knocked out and you never see him till the very end. Because I'm like, oh, this will be fun. Like both of them working together. She's trying to go against the cult people and he's trying to get the kid back. But then it's like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, listen, at least we got Ana de Armas.
Okay.
That's it. That's all
I got another one.
What else?
When you find out her sister's coming after her, and she's like, "Hey, I'm your older sister," and I'm like, "Oh, this will be kind of fun." Like they throw the grenades, and it's like, "Oh, they're against both of them. They're going to team up together." And then she immediately dies, and they don't do that.
Yeah, but Ana de Armas.
Okay.
Yeah. What else you
2
got?
2 hours and 5 minutes
Of Ana de Armas.
Okay.
You're forgetting, Chris. You're forgetting the main point.
Well, you got any pros, Steve?
Well, to be fair, maybe I'm coming off still on a high. Maybe I still got my rose-colored glasses on. But honestly, like, no notes, man. Like, I really like this movie. I dug it, man. It's a simple story. I like all John Wick movies. There's a revenge plot. So much good from a writing of women perspective. Like, this is how you write powerful women. Every woman in this is like cool. There's so many times that make it more interesting to watch because a lot of times I would say she fails just as much, if not more, than she actually wins in the movie. So when she does win, you're like, oh yeah, like when she is on her first mission, she's got to protect some lady from a club or whatever. She gets tossed around, man. She like is not great at it, even though she's been training for years. And I feel like that's so much more interesting to watch than someone who can just go in there and be like, I know what you're saying. John Wick does that, but this is like her origin story. We've already established John Wick's John Wick. He'd do what he wanted. You got to see her growth over time. And when she fails, she has to, in a position to like try new things and fight in a different way. And that's so much cooler to watch, in my opinion. I don't know. And she actually like grows through it, the movie. I really enjoyed that. She never needed to like use her sexuality. She wasn't a femme fatale. She was just a woman who knows how to get stuff done. She didn't need that crutch.
John Wick comes and they fight, and he's got to kill her or get her out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was worried they'd have her like beat up John Wick or something.
Oh, yeah.
But I was glad they just like showed him just like wrecking her.
Yeah.
That was my biggest fear, is like they diminished my boy John, but they didn't. So I appreciate that.
You had your cake and you ate it too with this, because my wife, she loves John Wick. And so when he came up on the screen, she's like, oh yeah, my boy John. So there was a little bit there. He didn't have like a full-on action sequence, but he was there, he was helping out, and it was enough to service you a little bit. So John Wick sprinkled in there for good measure. I enjoyed. We want to talk about action, buddy. Some of the best action. Some of the best.
Someone needed the best.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that. Gosh dang it, man. You got me. You got me good. You got any favorite action moments?
Like the flamethrowers was cool.
Yes,
That was nice. I like the grenade scene where she's got all the grenades and she's lobbing them.
Mm-hmm. That part's really fun because she's getting ambushed, and then she's in this gun room, like full ammunition of everything, and then she's looking through, and she sees gun after gun, and I'm like, why isn't she taking that gun? And then she finds a crate of grenades and just takes that. And she just goes ham on them. And it's so fun to watch because we've established she is a woman who could not evenly take all these people. Because in the story, she goes to this town full of cult members, and all these cult members are trained assassins. So it's literally her versus a whole little town. And so she uses that to like have some kind of fighting chance. And it's so fun how they creatively, like, she throws a grenade at this guy and then closes a steel door, blasts him through, and then on the other side is a hole, and that's how she escapes. I'm like, little things like that, I'm like, yes, give me more. I'm nom 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 nom. Am I right, buddy?
Oh, yes.
Just a lot of creative action like that. And so, yeah, the grenades bit was fun. My theater ate this up. They were clapping, they were hooting, they were cheering, they were sneering, they were laughing at really weird times. Like that part where she puts the grenade in the guy's head and then it just explodes. People are like, oh,
yeah.
Are you a psychopath? Give me like...
Yeah, the guy gets like wrapped in like a bed cover or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like a little plastic wrap, and then gets shot, and everyone's like, oh.
Obviously, if you couldn't tell, Christopher, this is my number one.
For the year?
So far, yeah.
The best action, that's for sure. Also, did anyone get the $4 million for Norman Reedus? Because like he didn't die. They show him in the hospital. And you would think like, because with John, who's like the best assassin of all time, that they're like nonstop hunting him everywhere they go. But apparently Norman be chill in the hospital and no one's trying to kill him and get that $4 million, or
maybe. I think he was at the Continental at the end. That's where he could lay low, and they don't have.
He was there in the beginning when they all attacked him.
That's true. I don't. Yeah.
So,
you know what else I just thought of that they should have expanded on in this one? The fun thing about the world of John Wick is their weird little, very specific kind of internal economy involving coins and pigeons.
Yep.
I hope they do more of that in the future.
Yeah, she had like random, the one coin.
Here's a marker.
Yeah.
Here's a marker. I got to put my blood in the marker, and then we owe each other a debt. One of those, maybe. Anyway, sorry. I like John Wick, if you haven't guessed by now.
Me too.
Chris. What if I told you?
Sure.
That every word I said about this movie was a lie.
Oh, I would question you, I guess. Is it opposite day?
No, I just what if that would have been funny, right?
Okay. I was like, all right.
Maybe I'll pull that out one again
Like,
and just
I
be
hate
like, I actually
Ana de
hate
Armas.
this so much.
I hate this. I'm like, that was like a 30-minute bit. We're gonna have to record the whole thing again. Are you serious?
Maybe I'll do that one of these days where I actually hated the movie and act like I like it, and at the very end I'll be like, every word I just said is
It's,
the opposite.
it's a lie.
But not for this one. I loved it.
There was no eagle power.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're still listening, thank you so much for listening. Big Die, I know you're listening. Thank you so much for listening, pal.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube, follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so help us out. If you really want to help us out, go to an incognito tab, open up a playlist of ours, and just let it go. We need that watch time, if you know what I mean. That would help us out so much. We're on Facebook Marketplace. What else are we on?
Speaking of real quick, I was looking through I clicked on an old video of like a Minecraft and I saw like a comment. It just said like, was not expecting a Hitler reference in a kid's movie, but tastefully done. And I was like, whoever that was, shout out to you. That was funny.
Yes, someone appreciates our humor. Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Popcorn. Pop, 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 pop.
This is the
Stale. Popcorn.
popcorn.